Hello, good morning, everybody. Hope everyone is happy, healthy, and doing well. These messages may or may not resonate with you, so please follow your gut, not your butt, because nobody wants to smell that shit. Hello, hello. If you do have one question you would like answered, please ask now or forever hold your peace because I am about to start the reading. Okay. And yes, I know it's been a long time since I've been on live with Instagram. I was temporarily blocked because there were some posts. Uh, if you might have seen them, yeah, they were a little too harsh for the society. Okay, now let's try and not do that no more. All right, so yeah, it was because I had a dream where I was called devil and I posted on Instagram, "If you think I'm the devil, fucking kill yourself, because that's what a devil would do, you know? I'm over here trying to prosper and help people, grow. I'm not I'm not trying to belittle no one, you know what I'm saying? That is one thing that you can't do when you're here on this earth is belittle anyone. You gotta help them grow. You either inspire or you bring down people, and yes, the enchanter, playing a soul song for your soul tribe, the knower. And you know how to do so with the 3 and the 9. It's aligning yourself before you make that complete change, you know? Yeah, see Trailblazer and the snake with two coinciding numbers, 3 and 3. Enchanter and the snake. Prosperity. Yes. And it's you kind of rebelling against others' orders is what I'm kinda getting getting. Because the alder right here is also a trailblazer. He's getting prepared to, move forward towards another destination as he's I wanna say, because these I see 2 snakes right here kinda, like, slithering up, and so it's like the only way right now for you is up, and it's kinda yeah, and what I'm getting is, like, this snake is watching you play your song, reporting it to an elder, and I'm pretty sure this elder is your spirit guide because it's looking right at you, and this knower is looking right at her like, "You did not touch this man. This man is wise. This man is growing, not only mentally, but spiritually, physically." Oh, actually, okay, let's see. Prosperity. Um, Some decks around because I see one, but I also want space. I keep trying to every time I clean up my desk, it always gets messy again. But you know what? I don't mind it. It's being put to good use. So yes, welcome to your Sunday service. I find it funny. Well, not necessarily funny. The Sunday service, you don't need a church. You need your because one thing about building a church, yes, it's for a community, but what's what's the point of having a church if you're going to spread the wrong message, you know? And that is something, yeah, see, you want independent, Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. You think listening to someone talk about something and making a different taking a message and using it as a different form, yeah, using it for a different format, in a sense of, if someone is hurt and they seem stuck in their head, then obviously this person is going to be hurt and continuously talk about the things that are in their head. And I'm pretty sure they could be a heavy drinker with these cups in the background. It's like, yeah, you know, you know what I'm getting? I can drink you under the table and be okay with it. You're 3 drinks in, you're offered another one, you're acting like a bitch, bro. Yeah, see the hermit in the world. It's like and this is why I get banned. Yeah, see, looking back, 7 of Pentacles, and the Ace the Knight of Pentacles right here, slow moving. It's a person who looks and knows that they can't do so, but they're trying to act a certain type of way. 555. It's like they're not they're not making their investments right. They're not yeah, I see 10 of swords as soon as I say that shit. Them completing out a cycle is because they're completing out their hurt. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. It went from the 9, you seen it, to the 7, now it's the 5 to the death, you see? Anything will do anything once they're out in the cold. Yeah, justice, and it usually can involve the justice system. Like, I was just reading right now that someone in Texas killed a guy for scamming him of $40 just for a valet parking or some bullshit like that, you know? And he went out yeah, he was out to dinner with his girlfriend and, he killed the guy and went back like nothing happened, and all for money, 40 bucks. Man's got scammed for 40 bucks, ended up killing the fucker, you know? Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the King of Cups. You love it's like love will make you do crazy things, but the love for money will make you do malicious ass shit, yeah. The love for money as soon as I say that, the 3 of Pentacles to the 5 of Pentacles, it's be careful with who you network with, especially regarding money. Because if you understand, yeah, the messages that you're getting is because they are hurt, looking back at a situation that they wish they could have fixed, but now they're dealing with the consequences of shit. This happened, now I gotta deal with this. And it's funny because this Page of Wands is looking at this Ten of Swords, Queen of Cups energy like shit. And every time I get the Queen of Cups, yes, she is a loving, caring person. She's a nurturer, and she loves, being surrounded by her view of the water. But the thing that she doesn't like is the fact that her cup just even though it's the most beautiful cup, it just doesn't satisfy her. And so it's with the 10 of swords, 3 of swords right here, high priestess and the queen of cups, this whole little section right here, it's kinda like how I was mentioning earlier. I can drink you under the table, but 3 drinks in and you're offered another one, you're acting like a little bitch. When there's 9 of cups, your limit should be 5, you know? And that's told by a therapist. 5 drinks would be considered binge drinking. You got offered 3, won't even take another one, but you said you can handle 9 of them. No, you can't. You can't even handle this one. This King of Cups right here, understanding the truth of his own independence, because he's looking within himself, he's completing out cycles for himself, giving her the message like, "Look, you're not satisfied with what I'm doing for you? The fuck am I doing Why am I doing shit for you? You know? He's right here, cool, calm, and collected. He got his luscious ass lips out. He got his chin all up. He's like, I'm ready for someone to come over here and bring me some shit. My cup is empty because I gave it all to her, and she's not satisfied with it. She's looking at the cup like, why the fuck he end up giving me this shit? Because he love your ass? You guys are a divine counterpart, but you're over here bitching and shit. Like, what the fuck? And that's that trailblazer energy with the snake in the sense of, the shake the snake sheds its skin to present itself in a newer manner. It gives it that shine, out with the old, in with the new. You know what I'm saying? And this is all growing because the knower and the hermit is pretty much kind of the same shit. They look within, they know and they grow. They show as they continue, learning a situation. Even the high priestess being out here, she sits there alone and she's observing everything. And if this Queen of Cups tries going to the High Priestess for advice, she's probably going to tell her the same shit. Why are you not satisfied by the shit that you are gifted? Especially from someone that actually fucking genuinely loves you. You want to bring them a 10 of swords because the cup that you got wasn't the one you wanted, or the substance in there isn't the one you wanted. She could get up and she could refill it. She could get up and get her own cup. But no, she wants to sit there and complain with that one, And all because this King of Cups knows the truth. He understands his truth, and he'll forever walk in it. And that's what a trailblazer usually does. They're upright and they stand up for what's right for themselves. They make their own judgment calls, and they know. Just like a salmon. This knower right here is covered with salmon. And those are some big ass fish. If you like sushi too, shit, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Mercury makes its way onto the skin of little fishes who swim across the vast and uh they get lost along their ways. They make their way onto the dishes of men who gobble little fishes as a certain substance settles in their stomach. Oh shit, I'm out of Claypool and in delirium. Let's see what choice with the lovers here. In the forge. Yeah, see temperance. Something's being mixed up in the background because you understood the connection that you are. If you're the King of Cups and you offered something to that Queen of Cups and you understood she is not satisfied, then that bitch is just crazy. And if you're in this Queen of Cups energy and you're not satisfied with what the King of Cups is trying to give you, even though he's being genuine with it, then you need to change that attitude. Like it's gonna I 'cause this is going both ways. It's like this feels like a couple's therapy right now. It's like you both need to shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, reunite what happened, and try to figure out, how you can move on from that situation, you know? Yeah, see the lovers. This is the 3rd time actually, yeah, I don't know how many times this week I would pick up a deck because of a certain card, and it's pointing right at my fucking face, and I would shuffle it as you see, and now here it is again, the Lovers, like, it was at the bottom of the deck, now we got the Hermit, and it's those decisions that we make. Think of a child. Usually a child the eyes of a child see no wrong, right? And so it kinda makes us look like this the white heart is the it's getting us to prepare ourselves to enter the unknown. As a child, the vision enters and witnesses a keeper of challenges, which is a king of swords. What is a page of cups going to bring to a king of swords? The king of swords is a keeper of challenges. Yeah, four of wands right here. He can bring you delight or he can bring you destruction. So whatever visions this child has of this, relationship, there's the hangman, suspension, and the seven of cups. Yeah. Don't let illusion from other people hold you back because they can't protect themselves, even if they do have a family. Like 10 of cups, 9 of wands, you understand that you are committed to what it is that you love. You're offering what it is that you're committed to someone else, and they're not satisfied with it. I'm yeah, I'm kinda getting, like, oh, hard because the first thing that popped up in mind were, like, certain tarot readers. I know there are some tarot readers out there that are, cause yeah, 3 of pentacles in reverse right here, bro. That, like, there are some I feel that have already hidden intentions using these tarot. That's why I love doing my readings live because it's not already preset on the table for me to give out a bullshit message. I'm everything that I'm doing is being clarified, and if it's not being clarified, then that means I'm bullshitting my way through this shit. I'm not bullshitting shit. Like the lovers, and then there's a grown man crying because some children played with some motherfucker. Immature energy, just messing with your energy because you're seeking a challenge to help you grow, but everybody is just showing you conflict because they're tempted onto, bringing you down like a pack of wolves. I gotta light this candle, bro. It's not much of a flame, but something. And yeah, it's like whatever it is that you've been seeking, you've been gathering information and using it upon your own will. And you're using personal experiences to move forward in the situation. Like, because even the child divisions right here, I'm getting past, uh, getting, like, childhood memories with conflict in it, you know? Because this little girl right here, she looks about 9 or 10. This seeker of boons looks about, in their teens, like 16, 15, right there, little age difference. As a keeper, he looks about fucking 65 or something. Another thing that I'm getting to, if an immature man ends up messing with a bunch of children and they end up getting hurt, healing. Yes, yes. 'Cause it's like if an immature person ends up messing with a bunch of children and this man gets offended because, you know, they mess with this energy. So someone's refusing to change the people that they network. I don't know why I'm getting that, but someone doesn't want to leave a situation because they just don't wanna leave the people that they network with. They're It's like overstaying a welcome, you know? That's the kind of situation we're getting. Someone overstayed their welcome and thought they were gonna get something that they were expecting, but they ended up getting something else, you know? You get what you see. What you see is what you get, is what I'm getting. 'Cause you're sitting there beautifully. You're as even though you're moving, you gotta sit down at times. You gotta make sure, am I doing everything perfect? Well, not perfect, nothing is perfect, but am I doing everything that I should be? Am I doing what I'm called to do? Oftentimes, we don't necessarily know our calling until later on down the line. And if you feel and you witness and you sense the synchronicities, then you're on the right path. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you have a question, I generally do this because it kind of helps me out. But if anybody has a question that they would like answered, you may ask now or forever hold your peace. You want me to get started with one last message? Probably another 10 minutes or so. I'm already 21 minutes. Because this kind of goes with last night's reading. Yeah, see, someone is scared about their future, their own future. Like how I was getting a child. If you do have children, I would say check up on them, even if they are out of the house. Every so often, just check up on them. It doesn't have to be asking, for much. It's just, I want to know if you're okay. That's it. Are they eating breakfast? If they're eating breakfast, let them enjoy their breakfast and, get go through the day because that lets you know that they're safe. But if you have unresolved emotions and feel this procrastination, you bringing your child worry will make them feel worry. And the reason why I know that is because, not only am I a child, but I'm wanting to be a man for, kids that I wanna have in the future. You know what I'm saying? And, like, one thing that I told my father is, I'm getting calls and, having conversation is good, but, you know, always getting the call, "Are you coming back? Are you coming back? You moving back here? I'll help you," and all sorts of things. It's like, well, that already kinda feels like a red flag that it kinda yeah, Berserker the Warrior. It kind of feels like you don't you you sense the potential in them, but you're kind of just making them you're throwing them off guard, you know? And yeah, ambition and collaboration. If you're not calling your children, to help them with their ambitions, help them collaborate, and help them understand, these unresolved emotions that you have, not only will it hurt you, but it'll hurt them having to tell you things. Spring a new beginnings with the messenger and the diplomat, that's the only way you'll be able to have a brand new beginning, to get an understanding of the newer generation as opposed to your generation as well. These are all different generations going on within, this life that we have. These navigations that we go through is due to the sense of disorder. That's why we listen to our intuition. diligence and resourcefulness. We have to have good resources if we want to, prosper and grow. We can't continuously live in worry if, the world was already gifted to us in a shit manner, counsel with the justice, conflict. That conflict that I was mentioning, that I just read that word. We were gifted in this world of conflict. Only, yeah, to seek that this revenue is led by misfits, and the way that they express themselves, it's just mm, 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 mm. And this kinda gives me someone told me yesterday they had a dream about me, and that the dream that they had, it was me giving them a tarot reading, and they had this dream a couple weeks ago. And so when I was told this, I was like, "What the fuck?" You know? I last time I heard someone say they had a dream about me was when I was back home in California, and the lady, she had told me that, that my heart was out of my chest, like, you could see it, but it was just, like, hurt, like, it was hurting, and, like, she was telling me that I was just, for some reason, I was crying, but I wasn't it was with no emotion per se, and, like, it kinda shook me a bit because I was like, there's been a bunch of people who said they had dreams about me. When I was working construction, that one of the guys was on the 4th floor of the building and ended up falling off on the rail, and when he fell, that he was falling towards me. Like, I was on the ground, he was on the high level, and that he ended up falling off, and next thing you know, he falls right in front of me, and I'm like, "Why am I the center of this?" Now, picture yourself being in the center of everything. You being in these people's dreams because you are the light in their dark. You are the doorkeeper through their unresolved emotions. This conflict that they're going through is because they don't understand how to fight. You are a berserker, you're a warrior. You fight through these unresolved emotions, kinda like how that King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. That right there is unresolved emotions. One bitch not satisfied for her the cup that she was gifted, you know? Mm-mm-mm. Now Imma use this Queen of Cups because this one looks a little bit more happier, with the white cat's tarot. Yeah, see, 9 of Pentacles, that's what I'm getting. You wanna be satisfied with your independence, with how you invest in yourself. If you can't look at that cup that you are gifted and be satisfied with it, what makes you think you're gonna be standing in this 9 of Pentacles energy? Yeah, see the Tower. And it sucks to, tell your parents stuff as much as it hurts to tell your children stuff. But we're all brothers, we're all sisters, we're all fathers, we're all mothers, uncles, aunts, you know. We all grow up to be something. 3 of Wands right here. Page of Cups, Knight of Swords. Yeah, for some reason, someone yeah, what I was getting right now, it's like someone's trying to present themselves in a way where they don't feel hurt. Like, they wanna show up and they wanna say something real quick, but then they're another thing that I'm getting, they're gonna end up pulling themselves yeah, see, the Lovers here and the Knight of Wands. They're gonna come in, they're gonna say something, they're gonna present something, and then they're gonna pull their energy back. Kinda like with this Page of Cups right here. You know how in the traditional tarot, it's usually the fish in the cup? Well, this guy has a dolphin in the back. He's like, "Yeah, that's my dolphin. You can go in there and pet it." The fuck? That's an ocean. That's not your pet dolphin, what the fuck, you know? And that's their choice. These unresolved emotions is people joking around because they can't see themselves doing anything better than just being a fucking clown, you know? Sucks to say, but it's true. Those who always joke around and shit are always watching you prosper. You're moving, and these people are hurt. Yeah, see the sun. You stare at the sun too long, it'll blind you. Very much so. And even like it's just like you're talking to a person. Look, staring at a person too much, thinking about a person too much will blind you. Thinking about a situation too much will blind you from doing what it is that you want to do, from fixing any unresolved emotions that you have within yourself. It will this counsel that you have will not be a counsel anymore because you're not willing to fight for it. Yeah, see the Chariot, Hierophant, and the Three of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords, King of Cups. Yeah, see that King of Cups is a star who was left out in the cold. Damn, Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, all because he worked through his own conflict. I'm pretty sure they're like 20 years deep into marriage and shit, and she's finally telling them, "Oh, I don't want your ass," over some bullshit that happened like what, 5 years ago? Oh, that no, that's more recent. I would understand. But like, you know what I'm saying? Staying in a relationship and fighting for that relationship is a loving relationship, no matter what. If you're not willing to fight for what you feel is right for that relationship, then there's no reason to you could just fall back on the floor and start crying. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Wands. It's understanding the communication. Think about this, even a Chihuahua feels big fighting a German Shepherd. Just think about that. A Chihuahua there are some German Shepherds who are scared of a Chihuahua, bro. Like, and think of Alice in Wonderland, how she had to face through these obstacles with things she was not familiar with. Yeah, see, 9 of Swords. And trapped she wasn't trapped in her head, she was curious to know. And all of these things that she witnessed was just for her to find her way back home. And it's kinda like losing yourself to find yourself. I don't know why that is, but we lose ourselves so we can find ourselves again. It's like being reborn. Think about those who say they're a reborn Christian. Yeah, Knight of a reborn Christian, but for some reason they're still acting like a piece of shit. That's not that's not right, right? 2 of Wands. They had that communication, they had the messages, but for some reason, they're still acting upon the same old ways that they have been pretty much, yeah, kinda like since birth. He's like in a baby fetal position. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Sharing memories with rats. That's a big ass rat. Sewer rat. Queen of Peppermills. That's the queen of what? The Queen of Wands is a mysterious yet a beautiful woman. But this one, she just looks like a grouchy lady. Yeah, justice and the if you can't hang, then there's the door, baby. Yeah, and he doesn't this Page of Swords right here, yeah, Two of Swords, he doesn't like the fact that she's opening the curtain for him to be like, "Look, there's the door. If you can't hang with what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to give you, you can get the fuck out." Because even that 3 of Wands is right here. He knows what's right because there's 2 staffs, 2 wands to his right as opposed to his left. Kinda like two truths and a lie. Can you figure out the lie? Can you figure out, you know, get the 3 of swords that you have in display for you to have that sword in the upright that makes you rest, that makes you feel content. Yeah, see the star right here, 10 of swords. And you understand that the people watching you are always gonna be the ones that are quick to say shit without even doing shit, you know? And that is your justice in the situation. You working, you minding your own business, it's a lot it causes a lot more damage, you minding your own business, than you bothering or you watching someone else do, you know? I was listening, I believe Spiritual Sag said this, but it don't cost much to mind your fucking business. That shit is free as fuck. You could be walking in the store, and just because someone looks funny doesn't mean you gotta say shit about it. Mind your business. You're in there for tomatoes, onion, and some fucking, I don't know, cereal. Uh, I don't know. You got a grocery list, follow that grocery list. Don't be following somebody else because, they got a bottle of tequila in their cart with, uh, I don't know, some teriyaki sauce or some bullshit, you know? And people will do that. Even if you are fat, they'll be like, "Damn, you should be cutting off the sweets." Um, who the fuck are you to tell me what I should be doing with my life, you know? If I wanna eat a honey bun, let me eat that motherfucking honey bun. You ain't my doctor, you ain't prescribing me drugs, you're not my therapist, you're just a random fucker I met at the store who wants to give me shit, you know? Like, and I don't mean to laugh, but it happens. Think about work. If you get caught in a situation because you're stuck, you can't you've been trying to get help, but no one wants to help you, and something goes wrong, like, if something goes wrong with you, 'Cause this justice and this hangman kinda look the same. Look at that. And it's being stuck in a situation that you know is right, but for some reason you think it's wrong. Do follow your gut, not your butt, because nobody wants to smell that shit. Especially if you had eggs in the morning and you let out a fart, nobody wants to smell that. This man is upside down as well as this one. He's balancing out these level tipping scales. This man got caught in a situation. You wanna would you rather be a goofy motherfucker who understands the balance, or you wanna be a dumbass motherfucker to get caught because people told you, "Oh, yeah, do this because it's good for you," with this 10 of swords right here, knowing damn well they're watching you. Page of swords, 3 of swords, 10 of swords, and then you got knights right here, knight of swords, knight of cups. It's like you show them love, they give you fake love, and they expect you to continuously pouring more of your water, King of Cups, into their cup. No, because that King of Cups understands the unresolved emotions that this woman has, and he's finally telling her, "You need to cut the shit." Like, "I'm sorry, if you're not satisfied with what I'm getting you, what I'm giving you, get the fuck out." You think you'll hear some shit like this at a church? No. You know why? Because they don't wanna hear shit like this at a church. That's why I got my temple right here. I don't need to go to a sermon or do a couple songs, and then at the end of the day, just be all whatever, you know? Yeah, yeah, this preacher's preaching some shit, respectfully, you know? But it's not coinciding with what's going on in my life. Yeah, there are some people that give good messages, but what about those who give a legit, genuine fucking message? And so, to end it off, yeah, your dreams. How I was mentioning earlier, your dreams are messages. You are a message. You are a vessel. You see, and this King of Cups right here, he has that little wand right here, and I'm pretty sure if he were to get, every time I see the King of Cups and the King of Wands together, that right there kinda gives me like a boiling, gives me get that collaboration and ambition. It gives me that joke, "How do you make holy water? Boil the hell out of it." That's what that is. One person of intuition or one person of passion, bruh, and it it don't even matter. It wouldn't even matter if it is a same-sex relationship. A majority of the same-sex relationship work a lot better than a regular straight couple, and it sucks. Yeah, see, the awareness and stirring up a situation, and it's not to sound rude or anything, but, self-confidence, taking a chance. You know what episode I'm getting? I'm getting there's an episode on American Dad where, I believe his name is Steve, uh, the fucking hippie dude and the girl. I haven't seen that show in a long ass time. Well, they're having issues with their relationship and their sex life and whatnot, and they end up switching partners. Yeah, see, seeking oneness with all there is. I didn't even notice this card right. Philanthropy, that's sex. Keep your involvement hidden, and it it's funny because at the end of the episode, they're on laying on the beach, and, the guy ends up going with the guy, and the girl goes with the girl. And so what they do separately with these individuals, it doesn't really show. But at the end of the episode, he's laying on his stomach and he's facing at the ocean. He's eating his sandwich. He looks a bit like nervous. And the girl, she's okay, she's fine. She's like, I thought it was a really good idea that we did this. And she looks at his back, and he's like, that she goes, "Uh, oh, you have a little bit of mayo on your back," knowing damn well this man was getting piped the fuck down, bro. And it's being open with the many thoughts, many words, because words can be distorted. It's all about action. And if you're not familiar with your own body, what makes you what makes you think you'll be familiar with another body? So it's seeking oneness within two, resulting from the impressiveness by taking a chance. You want a good relationship, you guys have to have a good home life, a good sex life, and a good you have to have that connection with yourself too, being aware of how you communicate through these times. Just like a mother worries for their child, a man worries for his family, even the woman. Sometimes the men don't give a fuck, and it's the woman being more of a man than the man, and it's sad because it's true, and I give props to the independent mothers out there, as well as the independent fathers, you know, who get the shit done and don't give a fuck about what anybody else has to say, because at the end of the day, the only person that's gonna look at them in the mirror is themselves. And if they start crying as soon as they see themselves in the mirror, they're hurt. I know because 'cause I've been in those situations, shit, and then not to condone the use of any drugs whatsoever, any hallucinogens, but when they say, "Don't look in the mirror when you're on acid, don't look in the mirror when you're on mushrooms," I mean, I did it. That shit's funny as fuck, like, not only do you get to see the distortion of yourself, but you feel the distortions around you just by looking at yourself. It's like, who am I really? What am I doing? What am I feeling? And especially when you are around in the public, you kinda get these energy senses around you. It's amplified to the point where, holy shit, like, I can't control what's already controlled. I can only control myself and what I am feeling. Oftentimes, your body under the influence of that shit will start doing it'll start moving on its own, like, one moment you'll be on the couch, the next moment you'll be at the fucking park doing exercises or something because you can't sit down. Like, you're active, you wanna do something, you just gotta be around positive people when you do so. 'Cause I know there's a bunch of people that would be like, "Oh, that will fuck with you when you wanna experience something." Especially if you wanna experience it for your own personal growth. And I don't condone the use of anything, but if you wanna do it, go for it, that's on you. You made the exception to pursue the actions of it, and now you're facing the consequences of it. And one thing that you can't do is control a high. The high controls you. Marijuana, that shit is like a cigarette, bruh, and people still get paranoid by smoking it. And I just recently heard someone got killed in another country just for having how much was it? A kilo of weed? I mean, that's understandable, but I mean, killing the guy just for weed? Man was just trying to have a good time. How I say, people will do shit for money. That's a very good example right there. Mans is a good I'm pretty sure he was a badass farmer. Got them plants up, grown, healthy, beautiful. Next thing you know, boom, they kill him. Now his family's hurt. Now everyone's all fucking woo, bruh. That's what I'm saying. There's no reason to bring bullshit to people who are trying to do good for themselves. And yeah, some people will end up making bad choices, but those choices end up creeping up and coming back to them. And then right now, that whole US dollar currency change is gonna be the fucking China shit. Dude, China has been trying to rule the world for as long as this fucking earth has been alive. And you can even look at the history, the patterns. It's like empire. Every single 100 years, they try to grow their empire, and they always take some shit. And it's like, bruh, this world has always been ours for us to take care of it. What's the point of claiming shit if we're not gonna be here for long? You know? People trying to make shit complicated for people who are already living complicated ass lives. And it's the rich making the other rich people more rich because they love to see the broke people being broke. They like, "Oh, you got a fucking whoopty ass Honda Civic? Damn, that sucks. I mean, I can't complain in my Tesla." You know? What do you think that Tesla has? It has a bunch of minerals that we have to dig up from the dirt, mines with lithium batteries and shit. There was a video of a lithium mine that that caved in, and there was still people in there. You know what? We don't hear shit like that because, oh, it's, Facebook that funded for this shit. It's Instagram, it's Google, it's Microsoft. "Ooh, I want this new iPhone, so, let's just hire more people to go in that mine and fucking risk their lives getting a fucking stone this big so it can power my phone, so it can power my computer, so it can light up this fucking fire that doesn't require electricity," you know? But no, we need a lighter. Ooh. You see where the world has come to? Nobody wants to hear messages like this, all because Jesus is God. Jesus is pretty much, everything, you know? Even he said there will be a man in the future who will be calling himself the Son of Man, and if that person ain't me, then I don't know who the fuck it is, you know? But that's all I gotta say for now, you know? I hope everybody stays safe, stays blessed, stays well, stays happy. Remember, you are loved and will always be loved if you love yourself. You will be loved and will always be loved if you love yourself. 'Cause that Queen of Cups right there don't it seems like she's not satisfied, she don't love herself. Fuck that bitch. Head out. Ugh. Goodbye, goodbye.